Focus on my brake lights.
Ain't turning back. Now that I'm back on track, yeah. Take my word for it. Put a couple bands on it. And I don't plan on letting people turn me. No. You can say what you want. I'ma keep pressing on. I can't go pop that game like I'm feeling green, right? Talking to my past life. Focus on my brake lights. Cruising to my future now.
And we all know what time it is. Do we need to say it? No. But I'm going to go ahead and say it. It is time for Breaking the
Silence.
All right, but before we get into the topics and what we're going to be talking about, let us introduce ourselves. Yours truly, I'm Nori.
I'm Angeli.
I'm ShyTia.
And once again, yes, BTS, Breaking the Silence, your favorite show, your safe space where you have a whole hour to woosah.
You see our own safe today.
This is how you know this is your favorite show, okay? So we're gonna help you woosah today, okay?
Yes.
We're gonna be talking about some very, very interesting topics. The first one we're gonna be discussing today is the post glow up. Yes, the post glow up, maintaining joy after the fight. Ooh!
Even with the reactions.
How do you maintain joy after a fight? Like,
It's like you made it. I did it.
Yeah.
Get your notepad ready, okay? Because you're definitely gonna need to take notes on this one. And our next topic is the art. Yes, and you know, art is a wonderful thing. The art of undone day.
I'm looking forward to this one.
Give us a
Undone
taste.
day. Yes, because sometimes I feel just like that.
Oh my
we need
goodness. And maybe some of them are like, undone day. Like,
What is that? Yeah.
You definitely don't want to miss it. And of course, we always have our fun moments, fun segments, interesting segments. Sometimes it's fun, sometimes it's about growth, but we're definitely gonna have our fun segments. So listen, go right now to your kitchen or to the lounge or wherever.
Wait.
What?
What did you do this weekend in your house?
Oh my
What
gosh,
project
let me
did you
tell
do?
you.
You
Girl,
almost forgot of you.
I sure did.
And you
I
forgot
sure did because I was just so involved in the topics, like, you know what I mean? But listen. This weekend, I took the time to organize. I took the time to organize.
What?
Listen, my closet.
Me
You know, whenever you get in, you know, the weekend's coming up and you're like, you know what, I need to rearrange certain things, and you just go in like rearranging mode. Well, yes, the closet was my target this past
You
weekend.
see, my motivation was different than yours because
what was yours?
is just like the weekend, you know, my weekday. No, for me, I was like, the weather is about to change, and it's time for me
It's
to
already
start.
changing.
Exactly.
Ooh.
I need to, you know, bring out those boots. I need to bring out those cardigans. You know,
turtlenecks,
put away the
jackets.
sleeveless shirts. You know, the summer stuff is starting to get put back in the suitcase, and the winter stuff are starting to come out. So that was my weekend task, to organize my winter stuff and see what I'm definitely not going to be wearing and what I need to start taking out.
What about you, Angela?
For me, it's just the folding of the clothes. The wonderful clothes that I have to fold. Because there's days you feel like you're undone day, you know? So,
you know,
fold
some of
clothes.
them are even laughing right now because there's a lot of people.
They're folding clothes.
You know, when they do laundry, it's like they do all the laundry and then there's a pile on the bed.
Yes. Or the couch.
Y'all
or
guilty
the
of that, right?
We see your bedroom.
Yes, we know the
They're
struggle.
speaking of experience, okay? All right, but listen, I hope y'all weekend was good. Maybe you organized, maybe you put away winter clothes, summer clothes.
She's
Pull out
already
the
in
winter
next
clothes.
year.
I know, right? I'm preparing myself. But listen, right now, go to the kitchen, go to the lounge, wherever you find yourself, at work or at home, get your tea, get your juice, get your smoothie, get your snack, and then you come right back to your screen. Because when we come back, we're gonna get into these nice, juicy topics. So you have a few minutes.
Yes.
Go grab your stuff, and come right back.
Don't forget to come back. Don't
Yes,
go and not come
please,
back.
okay?
Come
Don't
back.
change the channel.
And don't change. Don't turn it off.
Yeah.
We're timing you.
Right? But we're gonna go. We're gonna go on a quick break, and we will be right back.
Empowered women, empowering conversations. Stay with us on Breaking the Silence as we inspire and uplift each other.
When we have the food we need, we are at our best. We push further. We rise higher. We unlock our full potential. When we have the food we need, we make our communities stronger. Together, we can help everyone get the food they need to thrive. Join the movement to end hunger at feedingamerica.org/actnow.
Jesus was more than just another man. He was God in the flesh who revealed the power of the Spirit as he performed many miracles and taught the truths of the kingdom of heaven. Jesus established his church to carry on his mission, to reveal God through both his actions and his words. The Universal Church takes that mission very seriously as a school of faith. Our goal is to help you discover and develop your faith so your life can be transformed. We teach you how to draw closer to God by activating trust, faith, and obedience. Essential spiritual building blocks for a deeper relationship with Him. What sets us apart is that your problems become ours as we fight your battles for you and alongside you. Any victory and success that you win by faith becomes God's victory and success, so that you can become the next powerful testimony for His glory. Let's help you find what you've been searching for. This isn't just television, it's Living Faith Network, where every program is designed to strengthen your faith. From award-winning Bible series to daily news to wholesome cartoons and uplifting entertainment, your spirit will thank you. Catch us on Verizon Fios Channel 792, Frontier Communications Channel 726, DirecTV Channel 42, New York viewers, Dish Channel 39, New York viewers, LFN.
On Breaking the Silence, we aim to broaden your horizons on a variety of topics.
I don't care who you are, fair is fair.
Beneficial advice you can use in your daily life.
You have to maximize, retirement.
Let's explore today's topic together on Breaking the Silence.
How do you maintain joy after a fight? And what exactly is this fight? And this fight can be a number of things. It can be finalized divorce. It can be, overcoming, a big traumatic event that you just went through. Whenever we go through events like that, we have this adrenaline of survival. When you're in that adrenaline of survival, it's like you're constantly, your mind, your body, everything is always on a go. It's like you find kind of like this superpower where you have to find yourself always fighting. Your mind is always racing. But then after it's finalized, it's like silence. Mm-hmm. It's silence, is a standstill. At times is an emptiness. At times is sadness. At times it's a feeling that you find yourself kind of at a loss.
It's like a what now moment.
There you go.
It's like, I've been fighting so long for this,
right?
And now I achieved it.
Exactly.
So what now? What do I do next?
Exactly. Mm-hmm. It can sometimes even be a sense of relief, but not in a positive way, because it's like, okay, like you just said, what now? You're at a loss because now you have to figure out this new routine. Now you have to figure things out on your own, or now you have to, be able to find that strength to stand on your own 2 feet and continue going because maybe the support system that you had is no longer there. What do you do then? You know what I mean?
And it's because it's very mundane. Like, it's like an ordinary thing. Like, how do you become happy? Or how do you find joy in like the small little things? Because before you had that adrenaline, as you've mentioned. So like, yes, you're feeling okay, you're feeling good, but then you crash so bad that now you're just figuring things out on how do I actually find that joy again, that spark again. Again, we tell the viewers and even to ourselves, we start small, right?
Yeah.
With the small little things that make us happy, that give us joy. Treat like each little thing as something that actually makes you yourself again. For example, scheduling actually an appointment with yourself. We had a guest one day and she made a point that in her calendar, like she would schedule an appointment with the clients, with, friends, with other people in her family. And then she made a point that one day out of the week, she would schedule an appointment with herself.
And give her flowers. Give herself flowers.
And she would just do the things that make her happy. And sometimes we schedule so many things in our lives, right? Our calendar is fully booked, but we never schedule that joy moment for ourselves. So maybe that is only one thing that you can start doing and we can start doing so that we can implement joy again in our lives.
Yeah, and it's not to be ashamed of being happy, because as you say, when we're in that flight or fight mode, that adrenaline, it's like, okay, now I'm happy, I'm truly happy. Like, we have to stop comparing ourselves to the pain. And sometimes people do that because they feel like it's too easy. Like, to have everything be okay, like this is too easy. I'm used to the struggle. I'm used to the hustle and bustle. I'm used to having to always do something, make a move, go here, fight for this, fight for that, run after this, run after that. Now I don't have to run after anything. So it's like, that's where that what now moment is, because they're so used to that. So it's like, stop comparing your pain. Stop comparing to how your life was when you were struggling, how your life was when you were in that pain, and start looking at your present now. Start making something new for your present, because that's what change is. Change is to go from here to there. It's not to stay stuck. Like, okay, my life was like this, it was like this, and now it's like that, but I'm still going to be doing the same things it was. No, because your life looks different now. So you have to start looking towards a brighter future rather than staying stuck in the past.
Exactly. And I'm going to take it even a little further. True story. And it recently happened. So I got to know kind of a distant relative of mine not too long ago, and we met at a like a family gathering, a get together, and she was introduced to me, and we started talking and everything. I met her, I met her husband, I met her family, and everything was good. We had a great time. And unfortunately, I want to say maybe almost 2 weeks later, her husband ended up passing away. Her husband ended up passing away in like a car accident. And it was like a shock, of course. You go through this event and it's like you're at a shock. And when you're at a shock, that adrenaline kicks in where, okay, this happened.
Kind of like going through the motions. Like,
you're not
really
processing
you're kind of numb. Like it really hasn't sank in yet. So, making the preparations and everything, and, going here, going there, family coming in, family getting together, and she would just sporadically have her moments where she would just break down. But then she's like, okay, what, let me get,
I gotta be strong.
Exactly.
Everybody's counting on me.
Exactly. And I have the kids and everything. So she would have her moments, and, then all of a sudden she would just compose herself. And it didn't sink in to her, the day of the viewing and the day of the burial. And it's like everyone was around and everyone was just hugging and everyone was just touching and everyone was just like, here, have this, have water and this and that. And it was just so much going on at the same time. And what I did was I gave her space. I gave her space because it's like, okay, I'm going through this moment and I have all these people in my ear telling me this, telling me that. Listen, whenever you go through a traumatic experience, there is nothing anyone can say or do that is going to comfort you and to take away that pain that you're feeling inside. So I give her moment. And then when she had, her alone time, I went to her and I was like, hey, listen, we had our one encounter. We had encountered before, but we were very kids. And then we were kids and I didn't see her for a long period of time. So it was kind of like just meeting for the first time. I said, listen, everyone is telling you everything. They're saying this, they're saying that. It's a lot of noise in your head. But let me just tell you something. If you take anything or if you absorb anything that is going on in this moment, is just hold on to God. Hold on to faith. Hold on to God, because there is nothing that anyone is going to say or do at this very moment that is going to take away how you're feeling. I can't do anything for you. And that's just me being realistic. But know that I'm here and I'm praying for you. Have your moments, do what you need to do, but hold on to faith and hold on to God. When I tell you that after I finished speaking to her, she was so calm the rest of the moment that I was like, that is all. So in a way, she took it and she said, okay, in my head, this is just me thinking. She said, okay, you know what? I need to get it together. I need to be strong, not only for myself, but for the kids now. Because what now? Now she has to start rebuilding her life in a different way because her husband's no longer here.
I'm pretty sure, as time passed, she started okay, of course she cried and everything. But as time passed, she will start to see herself being happy, and then it's she'll have to remind herself, no, you can't be happy. You have to be sad. Your husband died. But then as time passed, then she started to really be happy, really make peace. Because I remember when my mom passed, it's I had my good days, I had my bad days. But then it's now I can talk about it without crying, without breaking down. I have that peace, but that's something that you have to work through for yourself and not have guilt to be happy. You cannot have guilt that now you're happy. Yes, something traumatic happened. Yes, something went wrong, but it's okay to be happy. You don't, and I'm pretty sure her husband wouldn't want her to be sad or depressed all the time. It's he would want you to move on. He would want you to be happy. So it's that's something you have to look forward to. If he was here, he wouldn't want me to be like this. He would want me to move on. So it's okay for you to move on.
Yeah, and sometimes for that example that you gave, being still is something necessary because you're moving, and that adrenaline keeps on okay, you're going to forget what happened, right? Just keep on doing something, resolving this if you're actually resolving something. So, but when silence hits, right? When silence hits, it's so difficult for you to accept that it actually happened, you know? And a lot of people, they don't like this silence. When that silence hits, what do? I have to find something to do because you're just not used to that silence. You're used to the chaos. Either, it's chaos or either it's something good or it's something bad that happened. But then because there was so much things going on, but when that silence is there, you find something, just anything, so that you can forget whatever's going on. However, that is actually not, resolving it or because it's still there,
Right. So with all, whenever you go through a traumatic situation or experience, always take that time to push yourself. Is it easy? No. Easier said than done? Yes, it is. It's easier said than done. But you deserve to give yourself that grace. You deserve to have that joy, after, something like that has happened. Life goes on. Yes, it does. And you never know. It can be through a moment, a situation like that, where you finally get to find your true self and strength as well. So, and one thing that I always say is you always have to believe that everything that you go through is going to be for a greater purpose, So I hope this was able to help you guys. I hope you were able to take some notes. Maybe this is something that you can even relate to. So now you can apply those actionable tips, but you can also go on our Instagram page and you can also share your experience, maybe an experience or maybe a tip. You can go on it and leave your comments. We will definitely love to hear from you guys. But we're going to go on a quick break and then we'll come back after this break.
The show isn't over yet. Don't change the channel. We will be right back with more Breaking the Silence.
Breaking the Silence. Real women, real conversations, real time. Empowering, motivating, and inspiring you live throughout the week. But we know life gets busy, and you shouldn't have to miss a single moment. Check out watch.ulfn.org/breaking the silence. Your one-stop destination to catch up, rewatch, and relive your favorite episodes anytime. Unfiltered conversations, influential guests, life-changing moments. All just a click away. Why miss out when you can experience Breaking the Silence over and over again on your time? Start watching today.
Even the mighty might not see it coming. It's prediabetes, and it captures 1 in 3 adults. But you can escape. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test to know where you stand and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Be your own hero on smartphones everywhere at doihaveprediabetes.org.
On LFN, we air many faith-based programs, each unique in its own way. But Showdown of Faith is here to deliver a show of less talk and more power. Hosted by Bishop Joshua.
It seems like you are alone in this battle. No, you are not alone. We are here together with you to assist you. And this show is for you who say, I feel helpless, hopeless.
When words aren't enough, this show delivers action. Real testimonies, real miracles, real lives transformed by faith. Witness the impossible become possible. See God's power in action. Don't just watch, experience it for yourself. Live Monday to Friday at 7 a.m. Eastern Time and Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, only on LFN. Showdown of Faith, a show of less talk and more power.
From overcoming challenges to embracing triumphs, get ready for laughter, inspiration, and the unbreakable spirit of women. Breaking the Silence. It's your time to shine. Begins now.
And we're back. Yes, we are definitely back here on Breaking the Silence, and we're going to play Truth Tags. Own your story. So I'm going to give you guys a brief description on how this is going to go. So with Truth Tags, we're going to have a series of things that we're going to mention, like a label representing a significant life experience. So for example, divorce or first generation college grad, and we're going to either own it and share, maybe give a little insight, share a little bit about, how it relates to us, or pass it on to one of our fellow co-hosts for, wisdom or advice or something that they might want to share. So, ladies, are we ready for this?
We're ready.
All right, let's go.
So for the first one, it's foster care survivor. And actually, I would like to own this one. I don't know if any of y'all know about my story a little bit, but when I was like in, I want to say 6th grade, my little sister was born, but my mom actually she would drink a lot. So my sister was born early and she had alcohol in her system. So we were actually taken away from my mom. And my grandma ended up taking us in, thank God, after a couple of weeks. But we did have to live with other people, and it was separated because my mom had 6 kids. So it was 2, 2, and 2. So it was kind of the first time we've all been separated. Because if you know me and my siblings are extremely close to each other. So it was really hard. We couldn't see my mom. We couldn't see anything. But thank God the family we were with, they were nice people. They really took us in and things like that. And again, it wasn't long that we was away because my grandma did end up taking us. But it was something that, we went through. And the beginning, we just cried. We didn't understand what was going on. But I look back at it and I see it as something that I overcame, you know, like it is like you are a survivor, especially for some people who they're not fortunate enough to end up in a good home.
Yeah.
You know, so thank God I was in a good home, but I do feel for people who were not.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So let us go into our second one. I want to take this one on.
Okay.
So the second one is first generation college grad. And I will own this one because in the environment that I grew in, I always grew up hearing negative words. Oh, you're never going to be anything. You're never going to finish school. You're never going to do this. You're never going to do that. You're never going to amount to anything. Why are you here? You know, so I always grew up hearing a lot of things. And it came to a point where I was like, okay, they're saying all these bad things about me. So, okay, you know what? I'm going to be good at it. And I used to do horrible in school. Like if you looked at my attendance, all you saw was late, absent, late, absent, late, absent. I would cut school and it was crazy. So it came to a point where I was a senior and, you know, they were telling me, you're not going to graduate. You're not going to graduate. There's no way. At this rate, you know, far into the school year, there is no possible way that you are going to graduate. You just don't have enough credits. And that right there was a slap in the face for me because I was like, oh, snap. Like, I've never had this issue before. And then I'm just going to prove everybody else right. So game on. I rolled up my sleeves. I went to PM school. I went to night school. And I got myself together. So by the time graduation came, I graduated. I graduated on time and I even graduated with a scholarship. So that right there for me was like, yay, because it's like I did it. And it also showed me like, hey, despite of anything, you can do it.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah.
Okay. All right. That's really, really good. Okay. One that I want to own is loud budgeting. I wanted to own loud budgeter because first off, like when I was younger, we didn't really have like, you know, a lot, right? Going back home to Philippines. So my mom had to, you know, go abroad to work. So she could, you know, sustain us financially. And over time, my dad had to join her. So it was by myself with my grandma and stuff like that. So I knew from the get-go when I was young that, you know, to earn, right? It's hard work. It's something that you need to put in hard work, put in your sweat. Like, you know, you had to work for you to be able, because I saw that growing up. My mom had to be away. I had to grow up without her and eventually my dad. So for me, like I had to make sure that every penny counts. However, you get astray along the way, right? Along the way you get astray. And over time, in my teen years or my youth, when I was young, I started also, you know, spending, not luxuriously, but going away from what I've learned when I was younger, that you have to actually make sure that every penny counts. And then now, because I saw that it was not helping me, I had a lot of debts, I had a lot of financial crisis, all of that. However, when you get back on track and actually remember the hard work that your parents have taught you, remember that every penny counts. So now I'm proud to say I budget loud. Like I make sure that, you know, every penny counts, right? Of course, I'm not, it's not perfect. Like sometimes I will be like, okay, I will let things, you know, accumulate or whatever. But still, like I have that in mind that, you know, everything counts. It has to be something worthwhile that you're spending it for.
You know, and it's definitely, we know it. She's very loud because it's a running
if they
joke. Yes, it's a running joke. If you watch us enough, you know, whenever it comes to budgeting, whenever it comes to buying stuff, we're automatically like, not Angeli. She's not going to spend, right? But we're going to go on to the next one, which is late bloomer career change. And actually, I think I want to pass this one. We've been owning a lot, but I'm going to pass this one.
You're going to pass this one? Late bloomer career change. I mean,
do you want to own it or pass it?
No, I mean, she already passed it, but I do have an experience, not with me per se. Actually, I think I could kind of,
because you went to school for something.
Yeah, so I think you can.
I did. So after graduating high school, I went on to college, and for my family, college was a major thing. you know, you have to get a career, you have to get your degree, you have to make money so you can be able to travel and you can be able to have, you know, everything that's yours and this and that and the other. Okay, fine, great. First year in, second year in. And after the second year in, my life took a turn in a way that I did not expect. Like, my life went through another route. And for some time, I was like kind of resisting because, again, I grew up with, you got to make money. You got to have this. You got to have that. You got to be a boss. You got to, you know, so it was just like embedded in my head. And my life took a turn in a way that I would not in a million years think to be where I am today. So yeah, for me, that would be the late bloomer career changer because it completely changed. Like, I want to say 1,000%, not even 100%, because even what I was studying for, like, I am not in that field. So, yeah.
Okay.
All right. Yes. So we do have our next one, which is caregiver of an elder. I will pass this on to my fellow co-hosts. I don't know which one want to take this on.
Are you going to own it or are you going to pass it?
I can own it. Okay. I can own it because, like, with the structure of our, like, for us, our family or tradition, we take on, you know, whoever, the grandma, the grandparents, the great-grandma.
You see a lot of generations in one household.
Right. So, for example, like in my case, like my grandma, my maternal grandma still lives with my aunt, my uncle. And before, I lived with her before when I was in the Philippines. And then now, she's living with my uncle and my aunt. So until forever, until she's there, right? So there was never a moment, I don't know, it was just a culture for us. There's never a moment for her to, put her in the nursing home or put her away for her to live by herself or stuff like that. But again, we also know that there is emotional exhaustion, right, with the family. Mm-hmm. So what I see is the balance, right? So yes, you're still taking care. For example, my aunt, even my mom still also, even though she's not there, but helping out. So there is that shouldering the burden. So it's not only on my aunt alone or my uncle alone, but all the family members, the sisters, the brothers, they share the burden. Although, yes, physically she's there in that house, but financially or maybe like the support, they're still there, right? So emotional support, like if she's, tired, one other sister is going to go there to take care of her. So there is that balance. So I think that even though, yes, she still lives there, there is still that service ongoing, but the emotional exhaustion is not much because there is that shoulder of the burden. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Balance.
That's nice. All righty.
Okay. So the next one is sickness survivor. And actually, I want to own that.
You want to own it?
I do want to own it. So I kind of have like 2 in 1. So around I want to say 22, 23, I got PCOS, which we spoke about on the show before. Yeah. But it's like a hormonal issue. Mm-hmm. And with that, I was actually insulin resistant. And it caused me to develop pre-diabetes. So I was maybe 24, and I went for my annual checkup, and they're like, okay, you need to be careful because you have pre-diabetes. I think out of 7, I was 6 with my A1C level. And so that's like a slap in the face because I'm 24 already getting pre-diabetes. What's going on? And so I actually had to learn how to change my diet a lot. I cut out rice. I cut out a lot of junk food. I cut out a lot of unhealthy things, bread, potatoes, which I love potatoes. But I started cutting out so much stuff, and I started exercising a lot more. And when I went back to the doctor a year later, she told me that my A1C levels was normal. Okay. And of course, it's something that I still have to look out for because it's so easy to develop it so much. So that's something that I realized, it's hard, but you can do it. You can survive.
Okay. All right. Sickness survivor.
Yeah.
So we're going to go to our last one, which is people pleaser in recovery.
Ooh.
I think we all want to own that one. At one point or another, we were people pleasers, right? Yes, we were people pleasers, but we learned how to do set boundaries. We learned how to say no, and we learned how to reclaim, ourselves to a point where we're not burning out. All right. So I hope you guys joined in as well. Maybe you can relate to some of the things. Maybe it's like, oh, okay, that's what they went through and this is what they did and you took notes on that. That was our truth tags, but we're gonna go on a quick break and we will be back with our next topic.
Laugh, learn, and love with Breaking the Silence. We'll be right back.
The Universal Church has many locations all over the USA. You can find us in Houston, Texas at 7075 Southwest Freeway, Houston, Texas 77074. Down south, we are located in Florida at 2647 North State Road, 7 Lauderhill, Florida 33313. Across the country upstate in Chicago, we are located in Illinois at 345 West 95th Street, Chicago, Illinois 60628. No matter your daily battles, there's a way to overcome them. At the Universal Church, you will learn how to be stronger than your problems. Contact us anytime. Call 888-332-4141 or text 888-312-4141. The Universal Church, where a new life awaits you. When you hear soul food, you probably think of this. A rich, home-cooked meal that fills your belly and warms your heart. But what about the hunger no meal can satisfy? The hunger for peace, purpose, love, and joy? Introducing the Soul Food Podcast, a faith-based show designed to nourish your spirit.
Redo your life, your family, your marriage. From ashes, He can give you a new life.
With over 200 inspiring episodes streamed across the globe, you'll find stories of hope, encouragement, and transformation.
Today, my life is a life that I could not have imagined. A lot of people, they go to church the first time or for a few months because they want a blessing. But the biggest blessing is the Holy Spirit.
Listen anytime, anywhere on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and more. Engage with polls, share your thoughts, and be part of something bigger. Don't miss the food that lasts forever. Tune in to the Soul Food Podcast today. And feed what truly matters, your soul.
On Breaking the Silence, we aim to broaden your horizons on a variety of topics.
Stop your phones and enjoy each other.
Beneficial advice you can use in your daily life.
It's always important to consult your doctor.
Let's explore today's topic together on Breaking the Silence.
The art of the undone day. OMG, we're going to dive into this topic. Why? Because a lot of women struggle. They struggle with the guilt of resting. Why do we struggle with that? It's like,
I think it's the big sister syndrome. When you're the big sister, at least for me, I think you two are not the big sister. But for me, it's you have that moment where it's just you're mom 2.0.
Yeah.
So it's just you don't have time for yourself because it's if mom is not home, you got to make sure the house is clean. You got to make sure the food is cooked or take out the chicken because if she come home and that chicken is not out, you're going to hear a mouthful. So it's you're so used to even being home but still working.
Yeah.
It's it's ingrained in us to not rest.
I was just about to say that. It's our definition of rest day is cleaning the house, organizing the closet, doing laundry, cooking, meal prepping. But that is not, that is not rest, ladies. That is not rest.
Like, you know how when you go for like the gym, it's like you're working out and then they have like the rest day and the active rest day. So it's like you're not going as intense, but you're still like doing it. Like we have that active rest day, but we're going to learn about how to have an actual full on rest day.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Because listen, a lot of times, and I don't know, that's just mainly like a woman thing. Mm-hmm. It's hard. You have that internal battle. If you don't have that guilt, you have that internal battle. Let's say, for example, right? It's a rest day for you. You're sitting down reading a book or a magazine or binge watching on Netflix, on Hulu, or whatever it is.
K-dramas.
There you go. And then all of a sudden it comes to your mind, why are you binge watching? Mm-hmm. Why are you reading a book? Get up, go clean, or go do that, or go grocery shopping, or go do this. It's like our mind
is something you could be doing right now.
Exactly, but that right there isn't resting. We need to make sure we take that time for everything. The same way that we make time for our working schedule, for, taking time with the kids and all of this, we need to set, just like you spoke about that lady that we had on the show, she would literally set a day on her calendar just for her ladies. Let me tell you, sometimes when you rest, girl, listen, just grab yourself a hot chocolate, a cup of tea, go lay down on your bed, pull them covers, and just knock out. You deserve it. We all deserve that resting time.
And plus, because your body is not a machine.
Exactly.
Right? It's not like there's no fuel. There's not food, right? But still, like, it's not a machine that goes constantly 24 hours a day. Why do we sleep? It's because we need to rewire, we need to, recuperate. That's why we sleep. But sometimes even sleep, you're like, no, I gotta get the work done. But again, because we tend to juggle a lot of things and we tend to multitask, right? And I need to multitask. I need to get this done. I need to get this done. So schedule it, announce it to everybody so that in your mind as well, you're like, okay, I've already announced it, so I don't have any other choice.
Like D&D?
Exactly. No, seriously, like you can announce it and tell them, okay, I'm unavailable on this date, right? And you've announced it, so they're not going to talk to you, or
if you've announced it, right?
Okay, but still,
now they want to come and say, oh, you see, like, why is she like that? Like, she just could have just made this one exception, and they want to
test the limits, or
they want to make you go on that guilt trip. What do you do then?
You just continue. Because later on, they're going to realize, oh, no, she's serious about it. Yeah. Because when, like we were talking about the boundaries, right, the other day, when you allow that, okay, let's push it a little bit more, and then by the time the boundary is gone.
And you're at your breaking point.
Exactly.
And then you undo the undue day.
Yeah. And you don't have any undue day.
You miss the whole point of it, And when you talk about scheduling, it's not for you to schedule out your undue day. It's not for you to be like, okay, at 10 a.m., I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do that. No, the whole point is to kind of like just enjoy, just go with the flow of that day. If you wake up at 12 o'clock, wake up at 12 o'clock. It's your day to not be shamed or feel guilty for doing nothing, and you want to have like as much as a low effort joy as possible, right? So you want to already, like, let's say for me, if I'm planning my perfect undue day, let me plan my perfect one, right? I have like 3 reading apps. That's a secret, okay?
not anymore.
I have like 3 reading apps. So I'll go and let's say I find a series that looks interesting. I'll download all of the books, Maybe I won't finish all of the books, but I'll download them, or I'll have like, I'm a sucker for, rom-coms or Christmas movies. I don't know what it is about Christmas movies. I just love them. So, I'll just have like it's scheduled. Like, okay, I'm just gonna have a Christmas movie-thon. Like, this is all that I'm doing today. You know, it's low effort. And if I do something else, hey, I did something else. But, you know, I'm just ready to just sit on the couch the whole day, or sit in bed, or just read my books, sipping my tea, you know, just relaxing myself, doing what I like to do with as little effort as possible.
You know, I'm going to confess. Oh my gosh. Am I a horrible person? No, I'm not a horrible person, but I'm going to confess. So I had this one particular day, and I had this incident. And my friend, she told me she had an appointment. So I was like, oh, girl, go ahead. Go take care of your appointment. And I'm thinking it's like a doctor's appointment.
She had an appointment.
Health comes first, you know. I'm like, all right, girl, no problem. But I needed her to do something with me. That way I can clear my schedule. And so it didn't work out for me because she had an appointment. So when I see this girl a couple of hours later, her hair is done. I said, I know you lying. That was your appointment, and I was just like,
I remember that day. Don't worry, it's not me. She's not talking about
it's not her. For a moment, I felt upset. But then I was like, Nori, get over it. She needed her moment. You know, maybe her week had been hectic, or maybe she's been planning it for such a long time, and something always came up and stuff. So, yeah, that's my confession. But, you know, I was like, okay, you know what, on a cool, it's okay, because everyone needs their moment.
Exactly.
So, yeah. And it's not about my timing.
Yeah. And like with those kind of things, like undone day, you got to prepare an emergency kit. Oh, now we're not talking about an emergency kit like Nori does, okay?
No candles, like in case the power goes out.
No, it's not that kind of emergency. I'm saying an emergency kit for an undone day. That includes maybe your bed, okay? A cozy blanket. If you like reading, a couple of books stacked there.
Or a Kindle.
You know. Or Kindle if you're more tech savvy. Or if you like to binge watch, your TV right there in front of you, like there, over there. Again, your snacks, pre-made snacks, okay? So you don't have to cook.
Oh, okay.
So all of that over there, and then again, you're just enjoying that day, right? Yeah. You're not really like not doing anything. You're doing something, but that something is something you enjoy. You enjoy to do, whether that's reading, whether that's watching movies, whether that's just sipping your coffee, or just staying in bed. So yeah, whatever for you is undone day.
Yeah, and we need to take the stigma away of resting, of doing nothing. So, you know, if you feel like you're trying to do this, but you feel guilty, write yourself a little letter, write yourself a little note beforehand. So that way, when you start to feel guilty, it's like that break in case of emergency thing, and you start to feel guilty, and you read like, you know what, today is your day to just do nothing. You know, you're not a mom right now. You're not a wife. You're not this. You're not that. You're just you at the moment. Like if I'm talking to myself right now, you're just ShyTia, and that's it. You're not these other labels, because right now it's time for you to focus on you, to invest in you. Because at the end of the day, when you do things like this, then you start to see it's going to be more beneficial for you. You're going to have the joy we were speaking about and peace as well.
That's true. So ladies, listen, I hope y'all took all them notes and start right now, okay? Start right now. Start booking your appointments
with yourself.
Yes,
get your hair done, get your pedicure done. Just focus on you. If you have a hard time with that, just do one simple thing. It might not be a big deal for everybody, but it's a big deal for you. That's one step that you're taking, and let us know how that goes for you all, okay? But we're gonna go on a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Don't change the channel. We will be right back.
Want to receive daily messages of faith and encouragement? Join Bishop Bara Joshua Telegram channel. It's simple. Just follow these steps. Download the Telegram app from your app store. Open Telegram and tap on the search bar. Type in Bishop Joshua Fonseca and select the channel. Click Join to become a part of a growing community of faith and support. By joining, you'll gain exclusive access to powerful messages of faith from Bishop Joshua himself. Don't miss out. Join today.
Breaking the silence. Your story matters. Your voice deserves to be heard. Join the conversation.
Hey, it's Cam. Sorry I missed your call, but leave me a message.
Oh man, I missed your call, but send me a text.
When the world is just feeding you empty, meaningless noise, when it feels like no one wants to hear you or care about your needs, our team at LFN is ready to listen. Day or night, weekday or weekend, you're never alone. Call 1-888-332-4141. You're only one call away from your transformation.
Have you ever helped a fellow veteran?
Of course.
Yes. Have you ever asked for help yourself?
It's always tough, right? I always feel like I can solve my own problems, but eventually, you just can't deal with it on your own. And you start to question, maybe people would be better off without me. When you realize that you're not alone, once you take that first step, there's so much support.
Real women, real talk. Breaking the silence is where it all goes down. Let's connect and empower together.
And this is the part that I don't like. I don't ever like this part.
Your joy is gone.
Oh,
yeah.
But let's sustain the joy.
But yes, we are going to sustain the joy because let me tell you something. It's been a fight for me dealing with these two ladies here beside me. So I am going to sustain the joy, okay?
She needs an undone day.
Yeah, she needs that. After this, she will.
OMG. Well, listen, we're coming to the end of the show, but I really hope that you guys were able to take something from the topics that we discussed. For example, maintaining the joy after a fight. What's the fight that you've gone through or that you're still going through? Yes, it's tiring, it's frustrating, it's upsetting, but don't allow these situations to steal your joy. Find ways that you can maintain that joy because at the end of the day, you always have to make sure that you are okay, that you are right with yourself, right, ladies?
Yes. And maybe one of those things that gives you joy is an undone day. Self-care, pedicure, manicure.
We've all agreed that after the show is over, we're going to have an undone day. All right. And listen, I hope you guys take our word and our advice on it as well, especially you ladies who work every single day. Like your work doesn't stop. You go out, you work your 9 to 5, you come home, you work some more. Exactly. So you deserve it. Give yourself that undone day and don't allow the guilt to, creep up on you. No, you got this.
Yeah, we need to remove the shame, know. Remove the shame of being happy, after the fight. Remove the shame of doing nothing for a whole day.
Right.
Like, it's okay to just do nothing. It's okay to just have that one moment for you to just come back together and have that peace within yourself.
There you go, because it also aids with long-term health.
Yes.
You're taking that time for yourself, and that's also another way to invest in your health, your mental health, emotional health, and overall. So make sure that you take that undone day. But we also have our QR code. It's gonna be pulled up right now. Bam, there it goes. that QR code right there, you can be able to scan. It's going to take you to our page where you can drop in your comments, suggestions on topics that you would like for us to discuss here on Breaking the Silence.
And if they want to talk about, their joy, how they sustain their joy, we do have a hashtag for them. So you can write to us, hashtag sustain the joy.
There you go. We would love to hear from you. We love hearing from you all the time. Okay? So make sure that you go on our page, you drop a comment, you drop in your experiences, share something that will definitely uplift and empower other ladies as well,
Exactly.
right?
Yep.
So listen, that's our time. That's all the time that we have.
I already scheduled my undone
day. It's
we
coming
can't go
right
over.
It's coming, okay? It's really, really coming. So listen, y'all ready?
Yes, I'm
our
ready.
Undone
I run?
day. Our undone day starts in 5, 4, 3, 2,
1.
Bye.